Push it. Pick it up and push it. Hold it from the corner. Yeah. Not there. You're gonna bang it. Just hold it from there and lift it up.
لأنه حد
عقله مو وليدي
هذا اللي يسمع الأبواب تكون طريقة
So I just finished my session. It was about an hour and a half, an hour long. We had to cut it short because, as you can see, it was raining crazy. But basically, this session, it was the second team, or League 2 team, which is the second team, basically. We were playing the first team that played championship. We played 11v11. I didn't get to film because, as you saw, it was raining crazy. But honestly, if I'm being real, there wasn't really that much to film. I didn't do much. I would say I had the whole game. I don't know how long the game was. Maybe it was because we did the first half an hour. It was warm-ups, touches, passing, and there was a possession game. My team, my color, Loki, did horribly in the possession game. We couldn't keep the ball. Every time we'd get the ball, this guy would just, like one of my teammates, I'm not talking trash, but I'm just saying constructively what he was doing wrong. I wasn't the best as well. I'm not gonna act like I was crazy. But he would take way too many touches and he would lose the ball. And that was one of the reasons my color or my team didn't do well the possession game. And obviously every session you're gonna learn something new. You're never gonna be perfect every session. If you're perfect every session, that means you're not improving. So I would say every session I have to think what constructively and not just think great of myself and tear myself apart. And that goes for you as well. If you whoever is watching this video. You should always think constructively. Not have that toxic positivity where you think you're always doing well, but just think what I can do better. You should train your mind to automatically think what I should do better, not, oh, I'm bad, I'm the worst, I'm never gonna get better. I'm just doomed to never get better at this game. And honestly, if I'm being honest, I sometimes subconsciously have those thoughts where if I do something bad, my brain just automatically goes like, oh, you're never gonna get good. You're just never gonna get good. And I hate that my brain does that. Like, it sucks. It's not something I can control. It's a subconscious thought, right? And I want to train my brain to genuinely think positively, to have a good mindset when I do something bad and not just, as I said, just self-hate, basically. I would say the way to build a mindset like that, I've done a lot of research about this topic because there is one clip of Jon Jones. If you don't know who Jon Jones is, he's not even arguably, most people recognize he's the greatest MMA fighter of all time. And one of his speeches, he would say he used to go and he would watch TED Talks of people on how to build a good mindset. And that's something that I think every athlete should do. And I do it myself where I look up elite mindset, elite mindset, and I just binge watch these videos and try to take as much of this information as possible. And I try to apply it. But the number one thing that it usually says is basically what I just said, is that you should subconsciously think positively, think what I should do better, and affirm your thoughts as well. You should think you're a good player. You should genuinely think you're a good player. And you should say it, and you shouldn't become uncomfortable saying you're a good player. That's one thing. Another thing about the training, so I just want to reflect a bit, obviously, on the training session. I wish I had it recorded. I wish I recorded it. It was raining crazy, so even if I brought my camera, I wouldn't record that because low-key it would ruin my phone. And I'm still kind of subconscious about filming in public. But I think I'm gonna eventually get over that when I start uploading these videos consistently and people know what I'm doing, and they might even admire it a little bit. But we're not at that point yet. I just uploaded, currently as I'm filming this, I just uploaded 2 videos on my YouTube channel, and the other video is from a year ago. So honestly, I just uploaded 1 video in last year. So So reflecting on the game, our team, which is, as I said, the second team, the team I play with, we played against the first team, and we were honestly just physically dominated. The other team was just way more aggressive, and we were physically outmatched, where every time it was a 50-50 duel. Because honestly, in football, you're not always gonna have, you should have the best touch and passing that you can have. But we're still human. You're still gonna make mistakes. So your teammates are gonna make mistakes, and sometimes you gotta go for that 50-50. And if you're not physically to the standard, especially as you go higher and higher level, semi-pro, professional, high-level professional, the 50-50s are just gonna keep getting harder because the other players are just so physically well. They take care of their bodies so well. Even if it's a skinny winger, you could still literally get bodied off the ball just because you're not keeping shape, you're not working out right, you're not eating right, you don't have the correct mentality. And I honestly think that your mentality off the game, off the pitch, just your day-to-day, how you live your life, really impacts the way you play on the pitch. So off the pitch, if you're someone that's just genuinely lazy, you're a bum. Your habits are not good. You're always playing video games. You're always jerking off. Sorry to say this word, but it's the truth. It's the world we live in, right? Even I struggle with it. I'll be honest. You're always eating junk food. That mentality is gonna transfer to the game, and I think it's directly transferable to things like this, where it's all mentality. It's mostly mentality. Even if you have the right body, if you're going in with that lazy mentality, bummy mentality, you're gonna get bodied off the ball, and your ego is gonna get crushed. And when I'm saying this, when I'm having this yap session, this is for me and for you, but it's mostly for me. I'm trying to reflect about myself because I'm honestly just talking about myself here. My habits off the pitch. I notice when I'm living life the right way as it should be lived. Obviously, you're gonna fall off. I'm still human. I'm still gonna fall off. I'm still gonna fall off some habits. I'm not gonna be perfect every single day. Obviously, most of the days, you should be on track. And even when you fall off, you should have the mentality that you're gonna get back on track. You're trying to get back on track as soon as possible. As soon as you snap out of your habit, out of your routine, and you start doing bad habits, you should, your subconscious, your brain is like my brain, or your brain as well. Your brain is gonna make you think that your goal is over, that your goal is too far away, and it tricks you into thinking that you believe your goal is impossible, but you don't. Because if you fully believe that it's impossible, then you're gonna fall off into a little depression, where you still want that small chance that you're gonna achieve that goal, but your brain is tricking you into thinking that goal, it is unachievable, and you should just slack off and sleep the whole day and eat junk food and do all these bad habits and scroll and just be so undisciplined. Your brain makes you think it's over. And when you notice that that's happening, that's what's happening right now in your brain subconsciously, you should try to snap back as soon as possible. You should try your hardest, and here, when I'm saying your hardest, you're pushing with your soul to push as hard as possible, where you try to wake up early, you try to avoid the junk food. You just try. You don't have to tip to the scale fully. It's not you're either fully in or you're fully out. It's a constant battle of trying to do the right habits every single day, right? Not every day there's going to be a perfect 10 out of 10 good habits day, but you should push every day. I'm just saying this, applying it is another thing, but you should push every day. Do as much good habits and as good of a day as possible, right? And so that's how basically, I'm not even sorry. This is big yap. If you're listening, I don't know what to tell you, but this is basically the mentality off the pitch and how this transfers to our team, the second team, losing these duels, right? And me, myself included. I'm not above the team or anything, right? So That's one thing. That's physically. So now moving on into another important, maybe even more important, is the technically about myself, right? So technically, as I said, I had two good actions, I would say. I was more of a tactical player because the coach would tell me to stay wide. So I would drag their winger with me and then make space for the midfield. But obviously, when the ball is on the other side, then I would have to tuck in a bit more because then you have to tuck in a bit more. And so the first good play that I can think of is I had a really good turn. I don't practice that turn, but I do that turn often in pickup games. I try to do as much as possible because that turn, when it works, it's so effective and it's just so cool. It's so clean. So I don't know if I'm probably gonna put a video overlay to show you. But the turn is basically it's like a light it's a light touch to your back. You gotta scan before you do it. So you where exactly the player is, the opponent and defender is, right? And I executed it so perfectly because I scanned and I knew where he was. And as soon as I did it and I exploded out, the defenders caught up to me because I'm just honestly maybe I'm trying to be as constructive as possible. I'm not trying to tear myself down, but honestly, I'm just not fast enough to outpace these guys. Even though I fully turned them, they still caught up to me, and that just says I'm not fast enough to where once I do something like that, I should lose them. They can't catch up to me, and then in that situation, I should be in a direct 1v1 against the keeper, right? That's not what happened. They caught up to me. One, it was, as I said, because of my speed and my explosiveness. And two, it was the first touch. So my first touch when I turned, I should have took it forward, but I didn't. I took it a bit to, maybe I'm overthinking this. Maybe it's not even true. Maybe it's genuinely just the speed. And maybe I didn't give it my all when I was sprinting. But I think the touch that I took, it was more inside. So it wasn't that I don't even know if it was the defender that caught up to me or the other player, the other center back that was just coming to me anyways. So when you play the ball towards him, it's easier for him to win it. So that was one good action I can think of. I still think it was a genuine good turn. One other good thing, and I'm gonna finish this wrap because I gotta focus on the road. Another good thing I'm gonna say is it wasn't a good thing. It was honestly just another play I can think of, and it was just basically had a 1v1. I just had a 1v1 in front of the keeper. I was in the box. I got a good pass, and instead of just taking my touch and shooting it, I took a touch with my right. I was right wing. I'm a right-footed guy, so I took a touch with my right foot to the left. And I just wasn't confident in whipping it in with the left. So I tried to fake it, but it was an obvious fake for my part. So I lost the ball there. And so just like bullet points about this session, what I should improve and what I did good, just to wrap it up. So what I think I should improve is my physicality, as in my explosiveness. We trained this a lot with my other team, but did a lot of conditioning and I know there's a difference. My explosiveness, endurance, there's another thing I gotta work on. And what else? And my weak foot shooting, my finishing. Because apparently I think I'm gonna be playing winger. I don't mind, I can play wherever. Honestly, the only reason I chose fullback as a position is because it's the easiest to integrate into in a team. It's the least technical. It's still hard, but it's the easiest out of the positions. And honestly, all the positions are hard, but it's the easiest for me. That's pretty much it. One other reflection is at the end of mid-training, I prayed. I was about to miss prayer, so Aisha was at 9-something p.m. and it was 8:55, and I didn't want to miss Maghrib. So mid-game, I asked the coach, can I go? I have to pray, and I prayed. And I'm proud of that. Alhamdulillah, I'm proud of myself for doing that. I was genuinely not gonna do it. I was thinking about it. I was gonna make an excuse. Shaitan was making excuses for me, and I just fought that thought again. I fought that thought and ended up praying Maghrib on time. And now I'm gonna get back home and pray Isha on time. And inshallah, I can do this every day. So that was pretty much the whole yap. But I have half an hour left on the road. As soon as I get back home, shower, stretch, and go to sleep. And that's gonna be pretty much the whole day. No protein today. Just some yogurt, fruits. Alright, first day of doing all the daily habits. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.